I just moved it. There you go, Dan. Hi, Dan. Today we are going to go through an endurance program. You are a pre-screened low-risk 40-year-old man. You've been referred to me by your physio. Previously sprained your ACL. So when we're doing our squats and lunges, we're just going to, modify them, not go down as far, and mostly focus on body weight, just so we don't exacerbate your knee injury. You have been cleared to do vigorous to high intensity exercise, which is between 70 to 90% of maximal heart rate. And you'll see that you've participated in regular resistance programs previously to injuring your knee 6 months ago. So you probably know most of these exercises. We'll go through them anyway as a refresher. So to begin with, we'll go through a warm-up. So because you've got knee pain, probably the best thing to do would be a stationary bicycle. Very easy on the knees. Okay, so we'll do a 10-minute warm-up. We want to get your heart rate from your resting heart rate of around 40% up into your 70% of your maximal heart rate, which is generally your exercise heart rate. We want to gradually increase that. And then we want to keep at your exercise heart rate for roughly 5 minutes. So it'll probably take about 5 minutes to get it up to the 70%, and then we'll keep it at that 70% for 5 minutes to warm you up properly. This will increase your body temperature, heart rate, your respiration rate, and get your body ready for the conditioning phase, which will be the resistance program itself, and it'll help avoid any injury. Okay, so now that we've gone through the warm-up phase, we can go through your resistance training, which is an endurance all-body program that we want you to complete twice a week. We want you to obviously have a 24 to 48 hour rest between each time you do the endurance program, so we don't injure ourselves and let our body repair. Okay, and we'll go through the exercises. So the first one we have to go through is a squash. So because of previous knee injury, if you feel any pain at any time, don't go down as low or stop entirely and rest. So to do a squash, we're going to do shoulder width apart. I'm going to do it with the camera. You want to lean back on your heels, and it's like you're sitting down on a chair. So abs braced, neutral spine, shoulders back and down. And our arms out, I do, and go down. I'm only going to go halfway, and then back up again. But you can go as low as you can while maintaining your technique and without feeling any pain. You're not feeling any pain in your knees at all while you're doing that? No? That's really great. Okay, and we'll do 3 sets of 20, I believe. Yes, with a 30-second rest between each set that we're going to do. Okay, and those, as you're probably already aware, that works your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and your calf muscles. And also the same muscles are going to be used when we're doing the lunge, which is the next exercise we're going to demonstrate. So we do this with body weight. So feet shoulder width apart, because we don't want them too close together or we'll fall over. Big step forward. Always want to be on our back toes and putting our weight on our front heel. To check that we've got the right distance, do the proposal pose. Let's make sure 90-90. If you need to adjust, where I think my foot needs to go a bit more forward, we're good. I do hands on hip and straight up. So neutral spine, hold our chin in, shoulders back and down, and then just straight up and straight down. Oh, there you go, I'm going to fall over. Okay, and then swap onto your other leg. That's a great distance. And don't feel any pain in your knee when you're doing that. If you do it any time, you can decrease how low you're going in your lunge. That's really good. And we do 3 sets of 20 again, so 20 on your left leg, 20 on your right, with a 30-second rest in between each one. Okay, next we've got bench over row. So we want to use 60% of our maximum weight that we can lift. We're doing 3 sets of 20 reps for this with a 30-second rest in between. So we do our feet shoulder width apart, our hands by our sides, Lean forward at the hips with a slight bend in the knee. And we're just going to row the bar up to our chest, keeping our wings in, our elbows in, and then straight back down. Looking forward so we have a neutral spine. Okay. That's you. And our bent over row is working our lats, our trapezius muscle, and our biceps. So you should feel it all through here. That's really good. Any questions about bent over row? No. Brilliant. Okay, we have, next is push-up. So once again, we have 3 sets of 20 of these with a 30-second rest in between. I'll move where the camera can see me. So down on our knees, with our hands just wider than shoulder width. We keep a neutral spine. We bend our elbows out, and we bring our chest to the floor, and then push through the heel of our hands back up to our starting position. Just going to walk around, check technique. And this exercise will be working your pectoral muscles, your deltoids, and your triceps. That's really good. Thank you, Dan. Okay, next is we have bicep curl. So once again, the same as the bent over row, we want to do a 6 out of 10 intensity. We want to do 3 sets of 20 reps with a 30-second rest in between. So we do our overhand grip. The underhand grip, we want to keep our elbows close to our body but not touching. We roll the bar up to our chest, and then we roll it straight back down again. Full extension to contract, to release the muscle. We don't want our elbows swinging backwards, like so. We want to keep them still, and we don't want to swing. And again, abs braced, a neutral spine with your shoulders back and down. Just going to check your elbows. And this exercise, because its name's probably quite obvious, but works your bicep muscles. Alright, that's really good. Thank you, Dan. Okay, next we have tricep extension. Once again, we want to do a 6 out of 10 intensity with 3 sets of 20 reps. So we do this with a dumbbell. So we hold the bar behind our head, will be like this. Swing it around so we don't injure ourselves. We keep our elbows close in as we can, and then we just lift straight up and then as far back down as we can go. Once again, abs braced, and neutral spine. And this exercise obviously is working tricep muscles. Alright, that's really good, thank you. Okay, and our final exercise for the conditioning phase is a crunch. Excuse me, this is body weight. So, lie down on the floor. We're going to raise our knees to help keep our back flat to the floor. You can put our hands, you can put them across your chest, behind your head, or you can do them forward. We're just going to lift our shoulders off the floor until we feel the abdominal muscles engaging, and then back down. Any questions about crunch? No? This exercise works your abdominal muscles, and it also works your interior and exterior obliques. Just be mindful of not lifting with your neck, and obviously bracing your abs. Alright, Dan, that's really great, thank you. So, I don't know if I said it or not, but once again, 3 sets of 20 with a 30-second rest in between. Alright, so we've completed our endurance training part, so we'll go through our cool down. So we'll jump back on the stationary bicycle, and this time we're going to start from 70% of our maximal heart rate, and then we're going to slowly decrease down to 40% of our maximal heart rate. We want to do that gradually, so that way our body can slowly, our body temperature can slowly decline, our respiration rate will go down, it will remove any lactic acid build-up from our bodies, and it will help remove any risk of potential injury. Okay, and that cool down phase goes for around 10 minutes. So you want to go 5 minutes reducing to the 40% and then maintain that 40% for a further 5 minutes. Right. We also have on here your cardiorespiratory training. We want this to be completed 3 times a week. So we want you to participate in continuous aerobic exercise for 10 to 20 minutes at a light to moderate intensity, so which is 40% to no more than 60% of your maximal heart rate, 3 times a week. So we've got here walking with a 40 to 60% intensity for 10 to 20 minutes. So when you begin, just say 10 minutes, and then as you get more familiar and more comfortable with the program, you can increase that duration to 20 minutes. All right, and I'll just get a slight bit of feedback from you. Were you satisfied with the program that we've done today? And did the aims and objectives meet what you required? They did. And were you happy with your performance of the exercises? Yes? And you enjoyed the program?
Yeah, it was great.
Brilliant. And was there anything that you would like to add or change or take out of that program at all? No? You happy?